And there's a lot of other, for example, the idea that we're, in terms of taxes, that they refuse to, for example, I was able to balance the budget and pass everything from the global warming bill. Anyway, I was able to cut by $1.7 billion in the first 2 years the deficit that we were accumulating. And because I was able to say to it that the 55 corporations in America that made $400 billion, or $400 billion, that they pay zero in tax. Zero. I've spoken at length with President Moon of South Korea. He came to Washington of late.
Without semiconductors, your smartphone would not be a smartphone. It would be a paperweight that occupies a big space in your pocket.
Which southern state do you think is ripest for the sort of transformation you helped accomplish in Georgia? And second, tell us about the novel.
Thank you. Well, I think that we have an exciting set of elections coming up in Mississippi with Brandon Presley running against a very weakened Tate Reeves. I think that Andy Beshear is going to put on a very credible race against Daniel Cameron. He has been a strong governor, and that is a real opportunity. And because these are off-year elections, I think it's very important that we pay attention to these two southern states, that we invest heavily in their success.
I would note that the number of unlawful border crossing has plummeted since our plan went into full effect just about almost 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago. And so that's because we put a plan in place that dealt with diplomacy, deterrence, and enforcement. That's what we did, and that's what you're seeing once our plan took in effect. You actually saw numbers of unlawful border crossings plummet. And so that is important because the actions that we've put forward is actually working.
I reduced the deficit, I said $1.7 trillion my first 2 years without raising a cent and raising taxes above anyone making less than $400,000. We had some pretty good athletes. I wasn't a bad athlete. My brothers weren't, but all the real athletes in this family are women. Yeah, you got it. You got it. At any rate.
Subscribe now.